Welcome back to the HOOA review, the HOOA Cigars review specifically. Today we're reviewing Plasencia as the brand. It's the first one on the video. Premium brand. They're one of the first cigar makers on the planet in history, and today we're checking out Cosecha 149 La Vega. The vitola format is 5 inches long, 52 inches in diameter. Basically a robusto size. Straight off the bat, what's characteristic about this cigar, some cigars have it, it's the second-hand smoke. I have a friend, his person who is in relationship with, always says, whoa, smoke that cigar more, that has a very fragrant, very lovely second-hand smoke. Now for me and his one, this cigar of whole last year has the most delicious smelling second-hand smoke. Now what is it? Blueberry. Specifically as if you're putting a blueberry pie in the oven. And that is characteristic in this Plasencia Cosecha 149. Very hearty, very like a pastry, cookie dough, cinnamon, that's what I'm tasting. And specifically the signature note in this whole cigar, and specifically in the first and last part, is the blueberry note. For that reason, of whole 2029, I've smoked hundreds of cigars. This is one of the most uniquely flavored cigars. It looks quite dark, but it's a mild cigar, meaning in strength and in flavor release I've had way darker cigars. It's quite okay. It is a kind of budget, it's like between 10 and 14 euros, so it's doable. A little bit spicy on the background in the finish, some white pepper, and you can equate it to cinnamon. If you take cinnamon straight up in your mouth, it's a little bit spicy. Construction is okay. Look, this is an ash tag that you want. It's not that snowy white powdery ash that we'll have one day with an Opus X cigar. Padron has it in spades. Really good cigar, that one. That's elite level. Anyway, a trick that nobody talks about is the thickness of the outside wrap. It has a very oily on the touch wrapper leaf. What this means is that it's usually darker notes, these currant berry pastry kind of notes that we've talked about. Not so much dark chocolate, but more on the berry side. And this thickness usually equates also to this voluptuous, viscous, silky kind of smooth smoke in your mouth, in your palate. In the second part, the main note that comes up is cream. In the first part you have blueberry, in the second part you have cream that just gives this great dessert-like experience. This cigar for that reason is perfect for as in a dessert as in itself, post-dinner, right before sleep or right before a cocktail or something like that. Or paired with your dessert if you're one of those persons. I'm not keen on that, but it's perfect for that. Really creamy, milky, leaves this lingering finish in your mouth, and when you take it into the retro, mild, smooth, mellow, great cigar. That's it for the second part. In the third part we'll talk a little bit about pairings, with red wine specifically, something nobody talks about on the planet. Red wine pairings with cigars, one of the most tricky things to pull off, and it's amazing when you can pull it off. Two final things before we transition into the red wine pairings I've hinted before. Firstly, it needed some touch-ups, meaning the construction is not flawless, it's not perfect, that's fine. What you do is you burn around the edges, around the fringes, blow out a couple times, 1 to 3 times before you inhale, so you don't take too much of that ashy, darker smoke, which is not that healthy. Other than that, the second and final part, pull is consistent, great pull. Now the red wine pairings. There are 4 red wine types you could pair this cigar with: Solera, Rioja, and Marsala kind of wines. But specifically, my favorite type of wine, my favorite type of red wine is South Italian red wine. You could take a red wine specifically from Puglia. It's called Primitivo. Why? Because it's called in the world of the sommeliers a red wine pairing that is a complement pairing. The berry, earthy, current flavors in this cigar matches perfectly with a Primitivo or any other darker red wine from the Puglia region. Added to that, this viscous, silky, full body texture of the red wine pairs perfectly with this cigar. Other option, Nero d'Avola, also from South Italy. Perfect pairing. Pair this for yourself, you're in for a freaking treat. Just pampering yourself, or if you have companions, brothers, spouses, girlfriend, dates to impress, this is the key move. If you pull this off, it's amazing and they'll think you're a freaking legend, you're a superhero. And well, shout out, HOOA. Really perfect cigar. Comes together perfectly. First and second part married together in this beautiful concoction of dark currant notes, a little bit milk chocolate, mellow. It's just delicious to smoke. It's the second time I've smoked this cigar, and the second time now I'm reviewing this, and we'll definitely hit this cigar back up again. Highly recommend it as the brand. Plasencia never misses. One of the key cigars on the planet to smoke. Over any Cuban, I'll take it any day. But specifically Plasencia Cosecha, La Vega 149, beautiful cigar. Please like, comment, subscribe to this channel, spread the word.